welcome to Girl Talk, and we are talking with Gigi Maxfield with the Women's Financial Network, which is a very important topic. And let's talk about some things. Here we are, Christmas coming right up, and we sometimes, as women especially, tend to maybe overdo it shopping. What are some advice and some cautions you might give for someone out there last minute shopping?
Sure. Well, I think one of the things we do if we're not early shoppers is it's the last minute splurge. And it's, oh, I have to get this, I have to get that, and oh, I'll put it on my card. Oh, I'll pay that next month. And it's not so much, even if it's on sale, what you want to buy, it's not so much that it's a great deal. If you're buying it on a credit card and you're not paying that off in full at the end of the month, then you have the cost of the item plus the interest. So if it's the end of the year, you want to buy for everyone, think about spending cash, budgeting, and be a savvy shopper. Use cash and leave the cards for another time.
Right. The reality is if you don't have cash for it, you really shouldn't buy it at that time, which is a pitfall that a lot of us fall into.
It's true, and I think that, you know, we've done our best. We've bought what we need to, so. Yeah.
Well, as the year is ending and winding down, it's a good time to sort of review certain things about your financial portfolio or where you are. What are some advice and some tips that we should be doing?
One important thing to do is consider your required minimum distribution. If you're over 70 and a half, that's a required amount that has to come out of your IRA. Be certain that that has been taken, or else you can be taxed and penalized on that amount that isn't taken from the account. Also, you'd like to, at this time of year, max out your contributions. If you have an IRA and you're 50, put the $6,000 into it so that you can take the tax write-off. If you are over 50, you have an additional $1,000 catch-up that you can contribute, and the same for a Roth. So that's important for people to take advantage of, as well as losses. If you are invested and you have losses off of sales, think about using those losses to balance out your gains. The IRS allows you $3,000 tax loss each year against your income. So think about what you've invested in. Think about what you can sell to take advantage of a loss or a gain.
What about some things that we tend to forget, like beneficiaries?
Beneficiaries are very important because throughout the course of a year, many things happen. You may have the loss of a spouse, the loss of a family member or a friend who you've listed as a beneficiary on your on an IRA or on a life insurance policy. Oftentimes, well, not oftentimes, but in the past, it has happened that an ex-spouse remains a beneficiary. If a person passes, that ex-spouse is still on the listed as a beneficiary, they will be the recipient of those proceeds. So it's really important. It seems small, a small detail, but it is very legal. So if you're not caught up on your beneficiaries, just review them all and make sure that every policy is current and updated.
So it's a good time to just check everything and do
everything.
Some housekeeping potentially.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to speak with your financial professional. Make sure your financial house is in order and that you're ready to approach 2020 with the zeal that it deserves, and that you can make the most of the hard work and effort that you put into saving.
Right, absolutely, because sometimes we don't manage well, and it's a matter of discipline, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's important, talking about discipline, we think about it, you know, for ourselves, but it's also important to think about financial discipline for children. It's, I think you have a daughter who is...
3 of them. Teenagers, yes.
So it's been important to, I'm sure, you and your husband to make sure that they understand the importance of financial planning and budgeting and understanding what it means to look after yourself financially.
Yes, absolutely. So, and we don't have a lot of time, but those aging parents too. That's a
aging
reality
parents,
too. So a lot of things for us to think about. So if you have questions, you can always give Gigi a call, and she'd be glad to talk with you about walking through that process that sometimes can be a little challenging. So thank you for sharing with us, Gigi.
Lisa.
We'll be right back with more Girl Talk.